Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So clearly we are in a very different setting than what you guys are used to. That is because if you took a look at the title of this video today, I will be doing a cook with me slash story time. I'm kind of excited for this. Personally, I love to cook. I should probably cook more. I like cook for myself. I need to, or help my mom with cooking. But in general, I do love to cook. So I'm gonna make myself some dinner. It's currently 1:05. I know you're probably thinking, girl, dinner at 1:05. I still have to go into work. I just have a very much like later shift. So I will be cooking my dinner early so then I can take it with me to work. But I will also be sharing a story time with you guys because I figured this is a really cute opportunity to have you guys get to know me a little bit more, just sit down and chat. So, you know, if you're watching this video, whenever you're watching it, if you're, about to cook you something and yeah, let's cook together, chit chat and yeah. So without further ado, let's just get right into the video. All right, so today I am making myself some Cajun chicken Alfredo. At first I was just gonna do like regular chicken Alfredo, but then I was like, I want to add a little bit of spice to it. You know what I'm saying? And I remembered this Cajun pasta at Chili's that I used to like when I used to eat at Chili's. I haven't eaten there in forever, but I was like, I'm gonna make that today for myself, and it's gonna be delicious. So I will. Technically, it's not really chicken Alfredo. It's turkey fillets because that's what I'll be using instead of chicken. Um, but I guess I should just get right into the story time. If you guys are weirded out by raw meat, I'm sorry in advance because there's gonna be raw meat in this video. I don't think I'm gonna need a lot of it. I'm gonna chop this up into pieces. So I'm gonna put the rest of this meat in the fridge. And before I start with my story, I am gonna rinse this meat off. Um, Listen, it's it's just a thing, okay? I'm gonna rinse off my chicken. Or my meat. Let me just say that because this is turkey. Like, it's not weird to want to rinse off your meat, and I know that like there's been like articles or whatever, people that have like debunked the whole like, do you really need to rinse off your meat? I'm still gonna do it. I don't care. I'm still gonna do it because what? Yeah. Okay. And I don't want to get meat juices everywhere, so I'm just gonna wash my hands real quick. I already have some water on the stove that is heating up to boil, so I can put the pasta on. But oh, the dishes are done. All right. So anyway, all right. So I am going to season this up with some seasonings and I chop it up. And I guess in the meantime, I'll tell you guys about the story that I'm going to, be telling you, which is the story of me going to my first concert by myself. Um, Mind you, I have been to a lot of concerts actually. I've been to a good amount of concerts. My birthday is right around the corner. I'll be 25, My very first concert was when I was little. I went to see the Cheetah Girls. That was my first concert ever, and it was cute. I've seen Mindless Behavior in concert. I've seen, if anyone watching this is familiar with, well, if anyone watching is familiar with who Mindless Behavior is, then you a real one. Because they were popping, okay? Like, they were so cute. But I actually saw these guys twice. A group called Pretty Much. If you have heard of them, again, you're a real one because they're super talented. But in my like young adulthood, I have seen Bruno Mars, which was, oh my gosh, amazing. I mean, that man is just a talented, crazy talented person with an amazing voice. I mean, like, I literally love him. So, yeah, I got to see him. I think it was my 20th birthday. It was a birthday gift, tickets to go see him in Philly, um, and that was amazing. I then I also have seen Masego, which, if you have heard of Masego, then you are also a real one because, again, another very, very talented person. And I actually saw Masego earlier this year, and it was just amazing. I caught like a like concert bug after going to see him because I was like, oh my gosh, this the vibe, like the vibe when you are, you know, gonna go to a concert and you're just excited, and then when you're there, you're in it and it's amazing and you're excited and you know everything, and then you just feel like this, ugh, after it's done and it's over with, and you're like, man, I wish I could go back. Because like it's literally like a high, like your adrenaline and like all the serotonin is just like bursting through your body, and it's like, oh my gosh, I just want to go back. You know what I'm saying? This is some Cajun seasoning, by the way, because this is Cajun. And I'm just gonna drizzle some olive oil on it as well. The seasoning sticking nice, and yeah. So just some salt and pepper and Cajun seasoning should be good. Yeah, because I mean, obviously, I have to season the sauce, so I'm just gonna mix that up, and then I will cook that on the skillet. But yeah, no. So I saw Masego, and that was amazing. And it was so annoying because I have many artists that I love listening to, Masego being one of my favorites. And another one of my favorites is LMA, which, if you listen to LMA, yes, you got really good taste because, oh my gosh, just a pure lyricist. Like, she is just amazing. Like, I love her sound and her voice, and so with that being said, of course, with my luck, Masego was playing the exact same night that LMA was playing, and in the same area that I would be able to go and see them. But I had already gotten my tickets for Masego because as soon as he said he was going on tour, I was like, all right, I got to get this ticket and I got to go. I did not go by myself. This was not the concert that I went to by myself, by the way. I have not gotten to that part of the story of me going to the concert by myself yet. But let me go ahead and put this on the skillet because I will just talk and talk and talk and totally neglect the fact that I am actually cooking. Put a little bit of olive oil in this pan and then let that heat up a little bit. But so, yes, I did not go to the Masego concert by myself, but I got the tickets as soon as he like announced that he was going on tour, and I was like, yes, okay, perfect. lo and behold, like time later, whatever, LMA is like, I'm going on tour this summer, and I'm like, girl, my pockets, how? Like, my wallet is not, girl. And of course, she was going to be playing the same night that I would be at Masego. And her opener was Leon Thomas, which, if you don't know who Leon Thomas is, you really living under a rock, because not only is he known as Andre from Victorious, but he is like producer and writer for so many songs that, you may think that belong to somebody, but he was all up in there behind that. Okay, I mean, he's worked with Drake, he's worked with SZA. I know everybody has heard of the song "Snooze" by SZA. He helped produce that song, so and also just his song, his music that he has is incredible, and I love his music as an individual. And of course, like, he would be opening for her because he's also helped produce music for LMA. So I was like, well, that was a missed opportunity. But at least I got to see Masego, which I was very happy about, very excited about, because I mean, I had been waiting for Masego to go on tour for so long in the US, and I was like, oh my god, this is my chance. So, but fast forward, and it is like sometime last month, like in June, or no. Actually, back up a little bit more. I'm praying that everyone here watching this video knows who Big Time Rush is, because again, if you have not heard of anybody that I have mentioned throughout this video so far, you are living under a rock. Big Time Rush is a guy group. They came up on Nickelodeon with their own show called Big Time Rush, and it was about these four guys that were, you know, friends, all friends that can sing or whatever, and they made it big and became Big Time Rush. And the show is literally about them becoming famous as, this guy group. And they had actual music. Like, it was not just like for fun, like, oh, this is just a show and they just so happen to sing or whatever. No. They had albums, y'all. Like, they had music. And me, I'm a big fan. I know all the songs. If I was not so, like, hard set on seeing Mindless Behavior at that time, I would have been going to see Big Time Rush, because it was around the same time frame, of Mindless Behavior and Big Time Rush coming up. So, yeah. Needless to say, I was like, Big Time Rush is getting back together. This is my time. Like, so of course, I'm like waiting till they go on tour. They go on tour once, I believe, earlier this year, and missed the opportunity. They go on tour again and announce that they will be going on tour this summer. I hope you guys can see me. Am I still in the frame? Let me just check. Okay, so where did I leave off? Yes, okay, so when I found out that they were going on tour again, I said, this is my time. This is my moment. They announced it like not too long after Ella Mai said she was going on tour, and I was like, well, I missed Ella Mai because I was at Masego, but I am not missing Big Time Rush. I hope you guys are keeping up with this timeline, because I kid you not, it felt like all the artists that I'm interested in just decided to go on tour all at once, and I was like, this is too much. But so time's going by, and they're practicing for tour and prepping for tour, and I'm over here trying to save my little coins and adulting. But their tour starts. It's getting closer and closer to the time where they would be in my hometown, and I'm like, it's just looking slimmer and slimmer that I'm gonna be going to see them. And I was getting really sad, y'all. I was like, I just really want to see them so bad. And I mean, I'm asking like all my friends. I'm like, would you want to see Big Time Rush with me? Would you want to go? Da, da, da. And as sweet as my friends are, they're so sweet. They were like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be so honest. Like, I feel like I wouldn't be the best person to go with you because I don't listen to them like that. Like, I don't know like their music like that. In my mind, I'm thinking, you guys, why? But I don't judge. Like not everybody has the same music taste, and that's fine. Because I would say that they're definitely in the pop. You know, they're a pop guy group. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, well, if I had no one to go with, then I guess I can't go. That was my mentality. That was the thought process, you guys. I'm over here like, I just can't go if nobody's gonna go with me. Like it's impossible, right? Girl. What I I went to my mom. Mind you, for a little bit of context, I am an only child. I am my mother's only child. And yes, I am an adult. Yes. But if you know, you know. You got an only child, single mom. She ain't playing it. Okay? let's just leave it at that. She is not playing it. So I had to be like, so like, what if I just went by myself? And she's like, what? I'm like, what if I just went by myself? And she's like, no. I'm like, okay. And I'm like having conversations with her, and I'm like, but like, it could be like a really great experience, and it's not like it's about to be like a rowdy group of people. It's a bunch of girls and some guys too, I'm sure. It's a wholesome group of people that Big Time Rush attracts in regards to an audience. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like it's gonna be like head banging and like people like it's not like that. You know what I'm saying? So I tell her all this. I tell her where the venue is, where she'd been there multiple times, and I'm just like, it won't be bad. Like, I think this will be great actually going by myself. Like, I don't think that you'll have anything to worry about. Cause I mean, I want to be respectful and understanding, of course, you know, especially the world we living in now, y'all. Lord have mercy. Oh my goodness. The craziness, right? But so I'm like, okay, I understand. But just sleep on it. Think it over. She tells me, call your uncle. Call your uncle and get his opinion. I was like, okay. So I call my uncle, my mom's brother. She's the eldest of her two brothers. So this is the second oldest. I call him and I'm like, I spit him, all the facts. I let him know what's good, everything, all the details. And he's like, I understand where your mom's coming from. But if you say it is how it is, then I don't see anything wrong with it as long as you're careful. I'm like, huh, huh. I'm feeling like I gotta win. So I believe the meat is done. It looked good though. So the meat is done. I can let that sit to the side. I hope I made enough pasta. I think it'll be enough. I mean, I'm making it for just me. I'll probably have leftovers or whatever. But now it's time to start on the sauce. Okay, so I'm back. The pasta is done and sitting over here in this container right here, or this strainer right here. And I have all the stuff I need for the Alfredo sauce. I have a recipe up here. I know how to make it from scratch already, but like my brain be going sometimes and be forgetting steps because it's not like I make this all the time. So, I got some butter and it calls for half a cup.
So we're just going to skip over the fact that I was going on a tangent for the measurement of butter for like a whole minute and a half.
I'm sorry, I'm over here trying to, make sure the math is mathing. But anyway, back to where I was getting at. Yes, okay. So it's creeping up on the time, and like I said, none of my friends said they were gonna go. And my uncle was like, I think that this will be fine. Telling my mom, it'll be cool. You'll have nothing to worry about. And she's responsible. Mind you, I am 24, you guys. It will be 25 in less than a month, like literally in a couple weeks. So, yeah, but like I said, I want to be respectful to my mom and caring of her feelings, of course. But my uncle was, he was on my side. I'm like, all right, cool. And I'm like, it's looking like I'm about to go. My mom was like, all right, if you're that hard pressed to go, then, go. And I'm like, yes. So I'm over here thinking, all right, it's in the bag. I'm going. Why can't I get this open? I, okay. This is heavy cream, you guys, by the way. Hello, righty tighty, lefty loosey. Oh, okay. That was all right. I'm just getting stuff all over me. Ugh. All right. It calls for 1.5 cup of heavy whipping cream. Now, granted, think I'm gonna wait till the butter melts all the way, and then yeah, it's on medium. The thing about Alfredo sauce is you have to continuously like whisk it, or else the butter and milk will curdle. It's not good because you're cooking milk essentially, so dairy. But the butter is melting, so I'm gonna wait till it melts fully, and then I'll put the milk in. But I'm still gonna measure it out and everything. That's 1 cup, 1.5 cups. Yes. Okay. Back to the story. So, I'm like waiting to get my ticket. I know which seat I want to get. I know how much the ticket costs, and I was like, my funds are not funding. And then, lo and behold, the schedule came out for my job, and I had to work that day. And I was like, no, all is lost. Hope is gone. That's it. I'm done for. I can't go. It was getting really, really close to the day, and like I had already racked up a good amount of days that I like needed to call out and stuff like that and request time off. And I was like, I can't keep doing this. I can't keep requesting all this time off. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I was like, well, it's looking like I'm not going. So, and I mean, I was really, really sad about it, you guys. I mean, like, my little heart was hurting. I was just so sad. I'm going to lower this a little bit. And one more, the half cup. Right. Is looking good. But I'm basically gonna let this simmer on low heat. But you know, I want the butter and the milk to become one, but naturally they want to separate. So, Cooking science, you guys. um, but okay, anyway, so it's looking like I'm not about to go until until I was at work and I was having a casual conversation with my manager, and like I don't know how Big Time Rush popped up in the conversation, but it was like, oh man, I really wish I could go. They're gonna be here like literally in a week, but I have to work and I can't call out again, or I can't like keep calling out or requesting time off like this because um I got a lot of days that I already have, requested off. So, and then he was like, "Well, what's your shift?" And I was like, "I close, and obviously it's in the evening." Um, and my manager was like, "Well, who opens that day?" And I told him, he was like, "Just see if they'll switch with you." I was like, why didn't my brain think of that before? Like, why am I over here, making myself all sad, being all melodramatic when I could just ask to switch shifts with the guy? Like, so I never texted somebody so fast in my life, and I was like, please, please, I would really appreciate it so much. He was like, yeah, okay. I'm like, ah, okay, that's step number one done. Okay, now I just gotta uh figure out how I'm gonna buy this ticket. So I texted my mom. I was like, "Hey, yo, girl, as an early birthday present to your girl, how would you feel about funding this experience?" And she was all for it. She was like, okay. But we made a deal because I had been talking about starting my 401k for a little while now. And I mean, you guys, this is important adult stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I already had plans to do it. But she was like, you start your 401k, I'll buy the ticket. Guess what I did that same night? I started that 401k, child. I said, say less. And that night, when I got home, we got on Ticketmaster and we bought that ticket. So your girl was in there, y'all. This is garlic powder since I don't have any garlic cloves, or like granulated garlic. And I'm also gonna put some Italian seasoning in there. I like a nice seasoned sauce, y'all. And because this is Cajun pasta, of course, we got to put Cajun seasoning in it as well. Okay. Oh my gosh. All right. And we're going to just whisk the seasoning into the base of the sauce. We're about to add this Parmesan. I'm just going to let it simmer a little bit more. But yeah, so I get my ticket. I'm set, you guys. I'm in there. And I mean, for the whole week before it was time for the concert, I mean, I'm just like, I'm so excited. Like, I am ecstatic over this, you guys. Like, I am just over the moon ecstatic. Key tip when you're cooking is to clean up as you go. So, I got the Parmesan cheese. It is shredded already. So, leave. Oh, this smells amazing. Goodness gracious. I am not really gonna go by the recipe in regards to how much cheese I should use because I feel like that is subjective. Okay, do however much makes you and your tummy happy. But yeah. I mean, I was just excited the fact that I'm gonna be seeing Big Time Rush finally. Like it is long overdue, and it is my time, and I'm ready. I had gotten my outfit prepared, and I mean, I'll insert a picture of what I wore, which girl was looking like going, and the oh my gosh, the seat that I had was so close. So like the venue, it's an outdoor venue, but like obviously it's like roofed or whatever you want to call it. But it is like, sections obviously, and then there's the pit. And the pit is obviously like the closest that you'll get to the stage without actually being on the stage. I was literally, and you'll see it in the picture, I was literally like the the row right before you get to the pit. So, and I didn't want to be in the pit because number one, I was not gonna have money spent on a ticket to be in the pit because it was crazy. Um, I was satisfied with the seat, and it was reasonably priced in my opinion for where it was. It needs more cheese. Um, I like a nice thick sauce, and I'm gonna put some of that pasta water in there too. Ooh, this looks delicious. But I mean, I could see like the whole stage so well. I mean, like I was as close as I was gonna get without being down there with the people. You know what I'm saying? And having to look up and break your neck or whatever, trying to, yeah. I mean, it was just like full vision. It was amazing. So yeah, and I went by myself. Surely I did. And it was so freeing and like eye opening going to that concert by myself because like that was like, I mean, my first time going to a concert event like that, like by myself. I mean, even in my adulthood, going to concerts, like when I went to go see Bruno's with my best friend at the time, when I went to go see um Masegos with a friend, when I went to go see Pretty Much twice, both times I went with a friend. And it was like, this is me stepping into that part of my adulthood, and I'm happy about it. So, it felt really freeing. I didn't have to worry about anybody else. All I had to worry about was myself. I was there on time. I was there more than on time. And the girls that I sat next to were so sweet and welcoming. Like, they were like, oh, yeah, you can hang with us. And, you know, we ended up exchanging Instagrams, and it was so sweet. But, y'all, I I had a blast. Oh, now I look back at videos and I'm like, oh, this was amazing. So, yeah, moral of the story is if you want to go to that concert, you go to that concert. Like, you are grown. Well, I mean, if you're grown, if you're a grown person watching this video, you are grown. And you deserve every happiness. And if your happiness would be going to that concert, then by all means, please go to that concert. I'm about to try this sauce. I need a spoon. Bussin'. that's all I got to say. I'm gonna go ahead and assemble this. All right, so I made my helping that I will be taking with me to work. Um, I don't worry, I am gonna try it before I end this video. I just wanted to pack up my serving that I will be taking with me first. Okay, so I'm about to taste. You guys, look at this makeup, by the way. Okay. It looks so good. It smells amazing. I've made chicken Alfredo many times before, but never occasion, so we'll see. Wish I had some green onions to like top it off with. That would be really good, but okay. Ooh, so saucy and creamy. Okay, here we go. I will say my grace before I take this bite. Amen. All right. Whoa. Here we go. That sauce is amazing. Like, wow. Yo, that is so good. Let me find out. I slayed this. This is good. This will be good to, because I mean, it's very rich and creamy and decadent, so it'll be enough to hold me down. And then I'll eat my serving that I made for myself. Excuse me. When I get to work, I guess I finished my story. That it was just an amazing experience being able to go somewhere, like do something like that by myself for the first time, because like I mean, only the age that you are once. And I think it was a step in a direction of like where I am right now. It's very much, independent. I mean, I've always been independent in the sense because I've mentioned before, like I am an only child, like I mentioned earlier, but it's like, you know, depending on the type of only child you are, you either want people around you all the time or you don't mind being alone. And to a certain extent, I relate with both, but with stuff like going to a concert, I never thought that was something I'd go and do by myself, but I was so happy that I went and did it because I had an amazing time and I was safe and I was careful and I was observant while also just having an amazing time. And I got to meet some nice people and I finally got to see Big Time Rush. At the end of the day, I was like, off the list. I will probably most likely 100% see them again. They were so good. I mean, goodness gracious. I mean, years later, and they like, got back together and are making new music, and they sound amazing, and their voices are like butter, and just like they aged like fine wine, y'all. Just, but yeah. And I got to share the story with you guys while making amazing Alfredo. I hope you guys enjoy this kind of video. I know it's different. I've never done this kind of video for on my channel, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was really fun for me to do. If you're new here, hi, welcome, hello. Highly advise subscribe, click that subscribe button and join in. It's super fun here, guarantee it. And like this video, share this video, comment down below. Have you been to a concert by yourself before? What was it like for you? I hope this story kind of encouraged anyone that to do something that maybe they've been iffy of what they whether they want to do it or not because of circumstances that have been keeping them back from doing it. Child, just do it. You will not regret it. You will feel so like good about yourself. I guarantee you. So, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna go finish my pasta and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.